to now talk about how we post something we've created or a link or information in our Facebook and Instagram. So you're going to go to your Facebook account just like you would normally. You're going to go to any pages that you have. So I will go to narratives. What's nice, when it comes up, it will give you a reminder you're interacting as narratives, which is nice because, especially if you're on your phone, you going back and forth between personal and this can be confusing. It's also nice sometimes, especially for me because people don't necessarily know who I am, I can post something and then I can go in and click this right here, and it's also on your phone next to anywhere where you're commenting, and I can choose me, and then I can comment personally. And again, the more likes, the more comments, that's going to get the algorithm to send out a further reach. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on Publishing Tools. And up pops Facebook Business Suite. Now you can post both to Facebook and Instagram from here. So far, most of us continue to use Creator Studio, which is a Facebook thing. They are in the midst of changing things. It's not uncommon for them over the last 2 years that I've been using this to shift things up. There's been a lot of changes. Most of the time, it really doesn't majorly affect, and most of the changes have been pretty smoother. So if that happens, if there's a new change, you can usually search for, okay, hey, where did Creator Studio go? Or what is now being used for Creator Studio? And it's not a problem. And we're going to actually come back to this to see insights and that kind of thing. But for now, go to More Tools. And again, I am not an expert. I'm self-taught, self-trained. So I click on Creator Studio. It opens up a new tab. And from here, I can post to Facebook and Instagram. The main things that you're going to really get into here is pre-published and published. Published will show me everything that has been published on our Facebook page. And you can see then this morning that I posted at 9:40 a.m. You are always able to post many things, not all things, from here to Instagram. Usually you'll have already scheduled it, but in case you didn't schedule it or you missed it, if something publishes and you decide you need to get it over to Instagram, you can simply click cross post to Instagram. Once you've clicked it, go over to the Instagram picture and it pops up and it's got everything that you had already written and it's ready to go. So I'm actually going to go ahead and publish this because I didn't publish this morning to Instagram, and I just hit publish and it's going to automatically publish it. And then I can go back to Facebook. So that's the Publish tab. Most of the time you work here in the Pre-Publish tab. And I find that trying to schedule a week at a time or 4 or 5 days at a time is ideal because it allows me to see things kind of as a unit. That was really helpful when we were doing the QC hunt and doing the push. I could plan out a little bit better. I help with the Wesleyan Women's Holiness Clergy page. I'm one of, I think there's 5 or 6 of us that create content, and they actually have us do 2 weeks at a time. So it's whatever it works, but not having to do it every day or every 2 days is really helpful because, as you can see, the last few weeks I've gotten behind because I haven't done my week at a time. And so that's where this pre-publishing, it allows you to schedule well into the future. So I go here and I want to create new. I want to create a post. I wait for it to pop up. And from here you can post videos, live videos, all these different things. These are the two with maybe this if you ever wanted to do. So I want to share a photo. So I click on it. It's going to take me to my device. I know that's the photo I want. And it's going to pop it up. And this is the Carol Burnett quote that we created. This is now where I decide how much text I want. And how much text I want really depends on what's the purpose. Is it more inspirational? Is it more you're directing people to somewhere else, some resource? Is it information? How strong is the image? How important is that visual image? Is the visual image the main point? Or is it simply kind of meant to create eye candy, essentially, to pull people in to see your text? And so pictures and videos really help with the algorithm with Facebook. Just text or links outside of Facebook are less helpful. And so in this case, I feel like that's a really strong graphic. It's a really strong inspirational thing. And so I'm probably going to keep my text pretty simple. I'm going to go with a little reminder, you can do it. And, we'll do this on Wednesday. We'll call it Hump Day Motivation. On Facebook, the hashtags are important, but they're not as important. Versus Instagram, you definitely want hashtags. And especially in Instagram, you want to use really strong visuals, whether it's graphics or photos, pictures. You can't share links in Instagram. It's really hard to direct people with links. And so, again, just more information that I'm learning as I go. So I've got this all set. I don't want to publish it immediately. So I'm going to click on the arrow. You can save it as a draft. So if there was something, say an event coming up, and you had all the information but you didn't have a picture, or you had the picture but you didn't have all the information, you could go ahead and set it up, have the draft ready. Then when you get other information, you can come in, put it all in, and then schedule or post it. We're going to schedule. I don't get the back date. I don't know why you would back date on there, and I want this, I said, to be on Wednesday, so I just click on the calendar. I go to the 16th. I think morning would be a good time, good reminder. You'll notice that I'm saying 9 a.m. because Facebook is set up for my time zone, Eastern. I'm 95% sure that you guys, when you are in here, it will automatically be Central Standard Time. And so, you would put it probably at 8 a.m. or what other time. But I'm just explaining probably more than I need to. Schedule. And it is scheduled. Now, you're like, it's not showing up. Sometimes it will show up automatically. Sometimes I have to refresh my screen. Yes, reload. And, it just really depends. I usually, if I'm scheduling for several weeks or several days, I don't worry about it until I'm all done. And then I'm able to look and see what did or didn't publish. I apologize. I have several pages, a couple that are no longer in use. All right. So now you'll see, yep, there it is. It's showing everything. I can edit, I can preview, I can reschedule it. I can click here and I get more options. I can delete it. I can say, you know what, actually, I want to publish this right now. And I can cross post to Instagram, which is what we want to do. So I will cross post, I'll hit it. You're like, what happened? Nothing. Go to your Instagram and it's pulling it up. It's copied the exact text. It's also showing you some of the other possible similar style Hump Day motivations. I might add Wednesday. Sometimes I'll add Wednesday Wisdom. Gives you ideas. Same thing, I can publish it, but nope, I want to schedule. And again, you can save as a draft. It's pretty self-explanatory. You click on that. And sometimes on Instagram, I don't always do the same time. So let's do a noonday. Like someone might catch this on their lunch break. We're going to schedule it, and it will appear. And let me take my grace point off. Now, you'll see it automatically updated, and it's there. And it's ready to be scheduled. And it's the same thing. You can click here. You can delete it. You can publish it now. You can view it. You can edit it. Same thing, if you click on the arrow, you can delete, publish, view, or edit. And I go back to Facebook, and I would just keep adding everything that I wanted. And what I would do is I would enter everything that I had for the next 4 or 5 days, which I'm going to do later today. And then once it's done, I would go to my published, and I would kind of go, oh, yep, is it there, is it there, is it there? Or not published, sorry, pre-published. Yep, it's there, it's there, it's there. I'm going to try to delete this, and it will not let me, just FYI, if you're wondering what this is. I've tried so many times. I don't know. So that is the basics of how to post. You can also post, I will show you this. I'm not quite as familiar, and I think there are a few things maybe you can't do, but you could also post from this business suite. You create your post, and it's going to be pretty much the same thing. It tells you, do you want it on narratives for Facebook? For whatever reason, my business suite is not connected to Instagram. But if it were, I could hit here. I could write all my text. I could add my photo. If I wanted Facebook to be a different text, I could put specifically what I want on Facebook. I could click on Instagram. Nothing changes. Same thing. It'll say Instagram text. I put what I want on Instagram, and then I publish or schedule. And this allows you, what is nice about this is it does allow you to use the same photo and make 2 different edits in one section. The reality is, most of this I've taught myself, so it is very user-friendly. Again, like Canva, it's very easy to search on Google, how do you do XYZ in Creator Studio or Facebook Book Business Suite, and get tutorials that are, that you can read, or that there are videos that are anywhere from a minute to 10 minutes long. So that's this video on how to upload. You can do the same thing with text. I want to create a new post, and it'll pop up, and then I can share a link. Let me show you what happens when you share a link. This is something to consider. Once you put in a link and hit it, it pulls up a preview of that website. So if you're sharing an article from the QC Times or somewhere else, it will automatically, once you put in that link, you can then erase that link, and it's still there because it's here in this picture. And when you publish it, it will still be here. People will be able to click on it, and away they go. But sometimes it's great when you're sharing articles. Again, you want to link to outside sources sometimes for articles, information. But anything that takes you outside of Facebook, Facebook doesn't promote first, because obviously it wants to keep you inside of Facebook. It's to their benefit. So in situations like that, where maybe I want to direct people to our website or some other website, I will still find a way to use a photo. And so I might pull up a photo, and we'll just use the same photo, for example. A photo will trump a link. So now my link is gone. It's still here, and it'll be in my text. And so I might say something like this: we really believe this quote is true, and work to inspire, to build our young adults' confidence, right? So that's another way I use that. I don't know what I did there. We'd love you to join us in helping them believe and do. Check out ways to invest and mentor at. And there's my, there we go. I'm actually going to save this as a draft just so you can see both what a draft would look like as well as how that showed up in the link. So I go over to drafts. It's there. Let's preview that post. And you can see, so there's the link. The link is still there, but the picture has trumped the link. And that's, again, can be really helpful because pictures and videos that keep you within Facebook seem to be kind of the priority, and then other things. So it's not that we don't want to ever use an outside link or just only use links, but we do want to be intentional about when we do that. I'm going to delete this now. And the other thing would be is that if you have 2 links that you're putting in a text, in a post, just decide which one you want to be the picture to show, because that's the one, the link you'll want to put in first, and then you can add 14 other links. It will take the first link as its preview. Sharing, I guess, would be the other thing, sharing from other pages. So my understanding is that when we can share from other pages within Facebook, again, those get promoted. So when we create original content, when we create videos and we create photos, images, Those are at the top of the list. Then after that is us. Anything that we share with inside of Facebook is then promoted, and then anything that will take you outside is then promoted. And so, again, the goal here is to get people to your pages. So we go say for Dress for Success, and I can click on them, and I find I really like their Thursday post and their Monday post. I think that they're really well done. And so, if I saw this first thing on a Monday and we hadn't done anything yet on a Monday, I could just go straight here. I could share. It's going to say, can you, I want to share to a page. I click where I want to share, and I can automatically share. When you do it this way, just know it's going to post immediately. So you want to be very intentional. If I've already posted something for Monday morning, then I don't want to post this almost, immediately after. So then what do? Well, you can click on the picture, and you just grab that link, and you're going to hit your Control or Command, depending on Mac or Windows user, and see. So you've copied it. You're going to go, again, to create new. We're going to create a post. Be loud about the things that are important to you. It showed up, and I can just get rid of this because I don't want that. And it stays. And then I can, say something along. What a great Monday. They called it Motivation Monday. What a great reminder for, and I'd use the same tag they're using. And you could even add, what's at Narratives, we believe our young adults have so much potential, and we love sharing that with you. There you go. I might put Narratives QC. I might put young adults. And so now I again, I don't want to publish this just yet. I think this would be a great evening thing. So I'm going to schedule it for today. It's Monday. And I'm going to say, about the evening, when the people are off work, they're getting home. That's kind of that 6 o'clock-ish time. And we will post. It will be scheduled. And again, I can go over here. It showed up. I can cross-post to Instagram. Go to my Instagram, and I can do the same thing. And again, sometimes it's nice to do a little bit different than what you would do on Facebook. Now you'll see we have a problem here though. As much as I want to cross-post, because it's a link, I can't actually cross-post. Instagram does not let you put links in, and that is a link sending someone to a Facebook post. And so I'm actually not able, so I just say, never mind. Yes, I want to cancel. And there you go. And those are just some of the differences between Instagram. There is another way that sometimes you will have to do when someone if they had put in this picture and then they had also put in a really cool link, or maybe they had put in, it was an article that they were sharing and you wanted to share that article, but you don't want to actually have them go that way. Like, it's possible if I share this, it won't share in Facebook. It will share the Birds for Charity. It'll share this page. But I don't want to just share this page. I want to share the whole thing. So then I pick up the 3 little dots, embed. All right. Ignore this and hit your advanced settings. It's going to pop up a new tab, and it's going to say, here's the URL of the post. And I'm going to highlight that sucker, that whole thing, and I'm going to hit Command or Control C. That's going to allow me to copy it. I'm going to come over here, and I would paste. And now I've actually pasted the Facebook post and not the actual website. So there you go. When we will talk more about what to post or not post in terms of other organizations.